Here it is. Take two on the Lookout Guy podcast. Thank you for joining me. This is take two on a 3-day delay. Hours and days creating my new storyboard alone for my audio VCast. Coming up, all multi-award winning independent artists, singer, songwriter, producers, extraordinaires, Pakistan metal guitar singer Imran Ahmed, the great state of Minnesota's singer-songwriters, instrumentalists Ricky Davis, and Southern California's Christian metal legends Jim Beeson and Christian metal band 3 Days in the Grave with Robert Tyler, Gene Copley, and Gregg Wietstock. Robert lead vocals, guitar, Gene Copley on drums, and Gregg Wietstock on bass. Well, I totally screwed up on my audio VCast a few days ago, and it was beyond repair, so there was no way for me to do it all over before today. Sunday, January 7th, the end of the first week of 2024. So, do or die, I made it. So let's roll with it. First, check out this video I did from the backyard late Tuesday evening. Where I live, we get all the nearby Space Force base launches, and it's really fantastic to be able to get daytime and nighttime shots when the sky is clear. But this one is the first of SpaceX first direct satellite T-Mobile cell phone service via text in remote areas which would require normally satellite phone service. It will be available this year, and word is out next year it will include voice and internet capabilities. So that's pretty fascinating. It's actually red, white, and blue. This video doesn't really do it justice. The fiery tail of this Falcon 9 launch. It was literally red, white, and blue. For the booster to drop.
It's still going.
It's me and my roommates. So it's going to disappear and then it's going to come back.
Think of all the money it took to get that thing up there.
Okay, it already disappeared and came back. In a blink of an eye, it'll just disappear. So is that cool or what? Thank you again for joining me on the Lookout Guy podcast. I'm Michael Tobin, your Lookout Guy. And coming up in this order now, right here, Wonder About the Rain. Ricky Davis and Imran Ahmed's latest collaboration. Awesome song. And following that is going to be a flashback, a Ricky Davis song, Monster 19. And that is from 2021. And after that, another brand new one from Imran Ahmed called Defiance. It's the first time that I've heard him do vocals in a song, actually. And I've known him for several years already. And this is a really awesome song. You're going to love it. After Imran Ahmed, Defiance, we're going to go straight to 3 Days in the Grave, a video produced and created by the legendary Jimmy Beeson, who is also coming up right after 3 Days in the Grave. But he did this video, and I almost played one that I played previously in my archives. You could see it from Jimmy Beeson. It is a song called Unbroken. You see it right there. It's awesome, and all of his songs have got multiple hundreds, and that's pretty good if you've got hundreds of views. But for one to suddenly, it's AI generated, so you got to check it out. And I could see it being a real big conversation piece with people who were into video production. They're going to learn a lot. I said this on my last show when I played them. I've actually played 2 other songs by Jim Beeson. Unbroken, the one I just mentioned. That was the first one I played. On the Streets of Gold, and A Lion in Winter. I've played them all several times, but as I was saying, got a little sidetracked. I have another file of an earlier version of what you're going to be seeing from Jim Beeson. It's awesome. It's the AI generated graphics. It's an AI group. And so far, the lead singer, I can't figure everybody else out yet. And I know Jim's in there, I believe lead guitar. And the lead vocals kind of seems like a younger Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. That's who he kind of looks like for me. He also looks like Phil Joel from the Newsboys. If you know about the Newsboys, he was one of the original members, bass player and vocalist. But anyways, I got an awesome lineup, and this is the first episode. I'm still adjusting to the challenge of finding a formula that actually works, and I've come up with this storyboard, and I was like, you know what, I was like, you know what, I think I operate in pictures. What do you think? But anyways, I love this show. I'm just loving it. It's just adjusting to it that has been a challenge. Anybody who's doing podcasting, video, and audio, you know how crazy it could be. It's just like producing songs. It's the worst thing you could think of is losing a song, and that happens. But yeah, instead of going crazy, I'm thinking, okay, on take 2, I'm going to do better, and I did, because I was able to add a couple of more songs. So that's my lineup for this episode of the Lookout Guy podcast. Thank you guys for joining me once again. Michael Tobin, your Lookout Guy. Now let's go into it now with the first in the lineup. My good friends, all of them, and look them up. As I always say, look them up on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever streaming is. You could also find the Lookout Guy wherever streaming is. All right, Wonder About the Rain with my good friends Ricky Davis and Imran Ahmed on the Lookout Guy podcast.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm insane. Sometimes I wonder about the rain, yeah, coming down on me. Sometimes I wonder where my mind goes. Sometimes I wonder, yeah, where to find my heart. Sometimes I wonder, yeah, why I feel so low. Sometimes I wonder, where do we go? Some things you don't need to know. Sometimes I wonder about the thunder in my heart. Sometimes I wonder about the lightning I wonder where my mind goes. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder why the rain came.
All right, Ricky Davis and Imran Ahmed. Did you catch the harmonica in that? It's the first time I noticed harmonica, actually. So I asked him during production of my last episode, take 1, and I said, have you got any other tracks with harmonica? And he says, yes, I do. Monster 19. So that is how I improved this one in one way. And also getting Jim Beeson's correct, updated version of one of his most recent songs, Unbroken. And coming up now is Ricky Davis's 2021 Monster 19. And following that will be Imran Ahmed's latest video with, I believe, his first lead vocals on a song that he had produced, a song called Defiance. So now here is Monster 19. And make sure to check out the
monster we call COVID-19.
All right, Monster 19, Ricky Davis, 2021. Now coming up is Imran Ahmed's recently released 2 weeks ago, Defiance, on the Lookout Guy podcast. Imran Ahmed's latest video release, Defiance. I told you he's from Pakistan. Was that an awesome video or what? Awesome. You're going to be hearing a lot more from him and everybody I have on the Lookout Guy. But now, Jimmy Beeson, metal guitarist, singer, songwriter, producer, extraordinaire, with Unbroken. And that will be followed by 3 days in the grave with the one who created you on the Lookout Guy podcast.
Sky above began to darken, so just let him to the hill. Sound of morning in the distance, rain like blood began to spill. Separated from his father, his body lifted to the sky. And though his will remained unbroken, the Son of God has come to die. The earth below began to tremble, tore the veil from on high. The Holy One of God convicted for the sins you never knew. My Father, please forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Oh, you know what? That was Unbroken. 13,000 views, it says on his YouTube. Unbroken, 13,000. But Dead Man Walking, 27,000 views. And it went from like 19,000 to 27 in probably 6 days. And I'm being generous with that. Maybe 5. But you know what? I owe you guys a bonus now. Because now I've got to play 27,000 view song on Jimmy Beeson's YouTube. Dead Man Walking Threshold on the Lookout Guy podcast. And that will be followed by the conclusion with 3 Days in the Grave. Another awesome video produced and created by Jimmy Beeson. Jimmy Beeson's bonus song for today on the Lookout Guy podcast, Dead Man Walking Threshold.
Echoes rang like silver fountains. The heavens broke as lightnings fall. Lord of angels from on high, drawing arrow across his bow. From his hammer loved ones fly, avenging what the thief has stolen.
By the way, Jimmy does all the vocals and instruments and production of his videos. He does all of the instruments and vocals in real life, and the only thing AI generated is the AI rock band, and that's his intentions of his project he's got going on. It's an AI rock band, but real music, no AI generated music with Jimmy Beeson. And this is the Lookout Guy podcast. Thank you guys for joining me once again. I am Michael Tobin, your Lookout Guy. That was the bonus. Oh, and that song, Dead Man Walking, Threshold, it's one of 4 songs that I've featured on the Lookout Guy. A Lion in Winter, On the Streets of Gold, Unbroken, and as well, Dead Man Walking. Now, let's get into 3 Days in the Grave with Robert Tyler, Gene Copley, and Gregg Wietstock with The One Who Created You. All original indie music from 3 Days in the Grave on the Lookout Guy podcast. And here they are, 3 Days in the Grave with The One Who Created You on the Lookout Guy podcast.
Deep down in the depths of your soul, all the stone and you feel all alone.
3 days in the grave. Contributing videographers Casey Bean, Howard Thorne, and myself contributed to that last video that you saw. 3 days in the grave, the one who created you. Awesome video. Thanks, Jim Beeson, for doing that. That is awesome. And I actually met Jim Beeson through 3 days in the grave about 4 months ago. Awesome friend. Haven't met him in person yet, but one of these times when I go down there to see some bands in the LA area, I'm sure to meet him. I missed out last month. He was at a jam fest, and I couldn't make it because of work. But thank you guys for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed the first of my storyboard versions of my new mainly video podcast, because I'm no longer on that other network. They kicked me off for bad standing. Anyways, I'm just going to keep on plugging away and doing what I'm doing on the Lookout Guy podcast. Thank you guys for joining me. Big shout out to Imran Ahmed, Ricky Davis, Jimmy Beeson, Gregg Wietstock, Gene Copley, and Robert Tyler of 3 Days in the Grave. And I believe I mentioned Imran Ahmed also. Thank you guys for being a part of the show. Thank you everybody for being a part of my show. And until the next time, this really takes a lot out of me, kind of. Doing a video mainly is pretty complicated. I could probably do a tutorial of some sort. I don't know, maybe a description on what it takes to be a podcaster. Been doing this ever since consistently since 2015, and I was doing it occasionally since 2009. So it's hard to believe I've been doing this that long, and all the, gained a lot of knowledge, and I don't really give myself credit for it. But if I was to combine it all and try to make it like some kind of a resume, I think it would sound pretty interesting. So I'll try to do that sooner or later on the Lookout Guy podcast. God bless you guys, and have a wonderful day.